Hello everyone, FlyingDutchy here and welcome back to another video in the Duchy of the Netherlands run in EU5. We're on patch 1.0.7 still, and I renamed my colonial nations, at least the ones that I have here. This is now the colony of Dutch Guinea, and this is now the colony of Dutch Caribbean. I just give them the normal names for now, I think. And what did I find, guys? I found something very interesting. We can cede indeed a province to my vassal. There we go. So it is working. And I thought there was no option, but apparently there is, so I'm just blind. That is just what happened, I guess. Well, we are sending our troops back home. We went to war with Mali. We gave a little bit of land in a very, I would say, annoying war. And I've been looking around, and there are a couple of buildings I still need to build, and that is over here in Keulen. And that is the warehouse, the market warehouse. Where is it? There. We want to build all these ones because they give a higher stockpile in the market, so we can have more goods sitting idle. So that is something I really wanted to do. I looked around for the naval buildings, and we have them all over here. Maybe not all in Flanders, but I will just go over those when I annex them, just to be sure that Flanders is not going to destroy the buildings, because they can, I think. Now in Antwerpen is still doing fine. We have 71 base tax over here, which is really good. And most of it goes to the burghers, because we have the most burghers in this town. And yeah, there are a couple of really good buildings over here, so let's build those. Still have some building limit left. And there was another thing I want to look at. See, a lot of people don't know that you can switch your building list, so production and then buildings. Remove the market, then you see all the buildings you can build in your capacity everywhere where you can. And what I always like to do is click this button sometimes, the cards display, and then I look like this. Oh, we have 19 coastal forts, which gives the maritime presence, and we have 19 wharves, which give the harbor capacity. We have 19 protected harbors for harbor capacity, and we have 19 wharves. We have 19 cities or towns coastal at the moment. So we have all the 4 buildings built everywhere. That's an easy way to see all these things. The entrepot is built, I think, in both Keulen and Antwerpen. Yes, very good. And that's how I sometimes use this list. Now we have some libraries still, I think we can build. Yeah. Let's just open up everything. And there are only a couple of towns that are under my control. Geestendorp and Luxembourg. So we have to build those libraries. And the same counts for our universities. I want to build them everywhere because we get more influence to our culture. And I think it also helps to... let's open everything where I can build it. There we go. So Elsvet needs one. Bremen. Bergheim. Luxembourg. And then 2 more over here, 3 more. So I will just let the game run and build those universities. They are really good for your culture. You get more culture tradition. And that helps with a lot of things. I mean, we are culture converting everything I can. At some point I want to make the opinion of the Picard culture better, but there are no countries that have this culture, so we have to release Artois and vassalize them to increase the culture opinion. But that will happen. And yeah, it just helps with annexations. I think the language power, we have 23% language power of the Germanic family, which includes the Dutch one as well. Dialects Dutch. And the higher this number, the better it is for your nobility. And since we are using German, as that is the common language in my country, German is the language of the Low Franconian culture. It's linked, so you cannot change that. But the common language will always be Low Franconian or German, because we are Low Franconians. And since we are using the same language in our court, the peasant estate, sorry, like get a small bonus. And because we have the language in my market, we also get a bonus. We get 5% trade capacity extra in all our markets, I think, well, I think everywhere, actually. So yeah, the markets are German because the people where the market center is, Antwerpen, are Low Franconians, and they are Germans. So the language in the market that is used is also German. So we get those bonuses. And you can see this nice line, right? The people over here are French, I think. And that is why they don't get attracted by Antwerpen. Attraction. Look, market language is French, 12%. But Kamerijk is also getting attracted by the market language, German, 7%. So I think the French language is still stronger, because otherwise that would be different. Can I change this? The French are 21%. So we are the same strength. We are actually a little bit stronger with our German language than the French language. That is also why I converted Frisian, because Frisian is their own language. We want to convert them to German so that we can make our own language more powerful. But I don't see a bonus to this somewhere. At least not over here. Maybe it is just the happiness of the nobles itself. Nobles. Is the language over here somewhere? No, I don't know where I can find the bonuses to the nobility, because they like a strong language. Okay, let's take a look at the current research and a little bit better this time. Because we need to make some plans, I think. What we also have is the Age of Traditions, and we unlocked meritocracy. So let's take a look at the meritocracy tree. We did already 2, efficient cabinet and tax efficiency. More literacy. Let's just pick this one. These are H1 technologies, so they will be researched very quickly. This is how quickly laws get changed. The power projection is really good. Maybe this one as well. I think all these things are really good, by the way. Wow. This is also really good. Let's first do these ones I just did, and then we will take a look again. But they're gonna go and get research very quickly, because they're H1 technologies. Well, there are my armies. They are finally back home after they are done. Let's sit in Breda so I can take a better look, and then I will make a new navy from all my light ships. Select. We have 40 of them. We're gonna split them in half. 20 are going over there, because that is an other sea province than the normal one. And we're gonna put crown members on the fleet. We have the highest Diplo score, because they give maritime presence. So you go there. And you guys are also light. Barracks. Oh yeah, and we can upgrade them. We should upgrade them right now. Caravels. How good are caravels? Caravels have 0.20. And they have 10 strength. How good are my heavy ships? Oh, and we have fishing boats. We need to disband the fishing boats. You have 40 strength. So yeah. They are going to be better. And you guys are going to upgrade as well. Let's go to Emden. Which has the dock on this sea tile, as you can see. That's why they went to this island. Borkum or something. And do we not have enough money? No. Need more money. Monastic intellectuals, research progress, or we get this for 5 years. Let's just take that one. It's fine. And then you guys, these light ships are going to also get a crown member on with the highest Diplo. You apparently. You're going to sit over here and get the maritime presence over here. Now, we only have transports here and the carracks. Yes, and they're gonna be mothballed. Yeah, they can sit over there. And let's turn this off. And then I think that is going to be it. For now. Cannot upgrade the ships. No. Okay. That is done. Then all the balances are okay again. I mean, we still don't make that much money. It has to be said. It is what it is. There we go, guys. Mali made a new market in Nianji that I stole from them. So I lose all the gold again. Oh man. It actually happened. I mean, what can we do about it, right? And we discovered Jaguaribe. No, the preparations are done, so they are going to explore it. We don't know yet about this region, but I want to make a Brazilian colony as well. We do see that my Caribbean are building buildings, so I'm very happy about that. And that the population is going up. Because we did build some settlements. So that is helping, I guess. We have no settlement over here. In the capital. And I cannot build anything, because we cannot build settlements in towns. Maybe. Let me actually check this. Settlements. We can only build settlements in rural buildings and where the population capacity has not reached 5%. So available peasants needs to go down. And this one needs to go down. And now you can see, hey, we can build them all over here. And I guess we can do this. But I also need to make money right now to do other things. So let's first make money, because the money situation is ridiculously bad. Yep. It really is. What is this? Someone died. I don't really care. Do I need to change? Okay, let's stop the segregate the infected, because it is hurting my income. As you can see, because the estates are a little bit uppity because of it. So let's do this. Are you mothballed? Because I see this green bar. Yes, they are mothballed. That's good. Very good. 9,000. That's not so good. But we'll get better. You are my first cousin and courtier. Yeah, let's take a look at our family situation one more time. So we have a 52-year-old ruler, Holy Roman Emperor Hendrik VII, Reinhardzoon. Our heir died, and now we have a new heir, and that is this guy. And he is married, and he is having 2 children. That is the most important thing. I also want these people to be married. Now what you can do is just hover over the portrait, and then you can see, hey, he has a spouse and 2 children. Good. You have a spouse. You have a spouse. You have nothing. Okay. Well, that is all the things we need to know. So when we get these messages of other crown members, they are not that important. Okay, we are getting the maritime presence up again. You can see that it went down very harsh in some of these sea tiles, and that is because there is a bug in the game. When you annex a country where you have a shared maritime presence in, for example, if I would annex Flanders, this would go back to 0, because the game doesn't know how to handle it for some reason. So we are going to annex Flanders in 2 years. We will start the process. And then when we annex Flanders, we will lose all the maritime presence again. I don't know why that is a thing, but it is broken. And let's hope that they are going to fix it at some point. Now we are having a huge increase over here, except for these ones, because they are in the port. So you will upgrade the ships to the caravels. I'm gonna repair them. What is this? Don't really care about this event. Oh, you know what? No. We will not interfere. We just not interfere. There's my army still waiting for more reinforcements. It is very expensive, this standing army, but I think we have the highest standing army. Are we still the military hegemon? Yeah. Look, we have 13,000 and Egypt is second with 8,000. So we have by far the biggest standing army. So that's really good. And we are also having by far the most heavy ships. 35. And we are the culture hegemon, because my cultural influence of the Dutch culture, Low Franconian, is 900. That is why I built all the universities and stuff. So yeah, we are going fine still. This one is for Diplo reputation, and economy is just by income. And you can see that France is still having more than double the income, but we are number 3 in the list, so we are doing really well. Now there is a thing we can do. But therefore we need to be not the emperor. Because if I'm the emperor, I can never become a kingdom. Because we cannot become a kingdom, and we have this because we are in the HRE, I think. So that's really, really weird. I mean, I am the emperor. I should be able to tell the world that I want to become a kingdom. But I can't. If someone else is the emperor, I can just leave the empire. You know? We have to find out. These technologies will come in very quickly. And Kapitein Bavo Uiterwijk has returned with a clear and detailed maps of the Hudson. We have found the Hudson. And let's start a colony over here. Preferably with low Franconian pops. They are the wrong culture. I prefer not to send those over. So we have to send them from... Oh, we have such a low population in our states, man. It's so bad, guys. Here, from this one, I guess, from South Holland. We're gonna start a colony over here and create a new market. Now, I do like that my vassal is also colonizing stuff. Oh, they were, I think, but no longer. No. Okay. So yeah, there are a lot of things I still need to do. I want to build up all the granaries, because granaries give a food buff. France is the Diplo Hegemon, they took it over from Ming. The more we build, the more provincial stockpile of food we can have. And the more food, the more population growth we have. And that is really a lot, actually. I mean, prosperity is the most important. And available free land. But then the large food storage and stockpile. So I want to build granaries and build them up everywhere. To start getting my population to go. I think it's really important. I'm improving with Flanders and with Lunenburg. That was for the coalition. Are they still in the list, Lunenburg? No, I'm going to stop that one. Anything else that we want to stop getting in the coalition? Well, Mali maybe, but that's not going to be anything. Okay, let's do mines. Improving relations help that to go down. But that is why I'm doing this. What is this? Oh. We lost some progress, guys. And we need to do more explorations. This is by far not enough. Where are we gonna go? We could go to Mexico and find the Aztecs and maybe take them down. Or I just... You know what? I will wait for this market to be matured. And then I will start exploring from this market the rest of America, I think. Yeah. And the same with this one. When this market is established, I will discover the rest of Brazil. And on the other hand, we should really get more ourselves right now. You know what? Yes. Because Castile can go there. Let's see if this market works. No, they are not over there. There. Do we have the stuff? Ish. We don't have that much tools though. I lose the money. No, it's fine. It will start the exploration. So yeah, we are trying to get all this coastline here. We are colonizing here and Castile. Can we see that better in the colonial map mode? No. Blue is just where we are colonizing. Hey. We have our first colony over here in the Klipgat. Now, we don't get Dutch names over here. I mean, they are already Dutch because they are, I guess, Afrikaans. But we have Bredasdorp, Swellendam, Gauritsmond, so they are somewhat Dutch. But I guess there were more Dutch names over here. But yeah, this colony is going. And I guess I will just create a market over here first. And then explore from there as well. Do we have any lumber? I mean, when we create a colonial nation, you get 2 lumber buildings so that you can have a starting economy. So that is at least the good news. But right now it's part of the Great Zimbabwe market. We're going to create our own market over here. It'd also be nice to have something over here and maybe in Congo. So that we can have some stepping points, right, for the colonies. Okay, you need some education, do you? You are shrewd. Well, let's give you more admin. I like to make the boys more military. I think that works out better most of the time. How's the proximity map? Yeah, well, this was going to be a problem, we know that. But we can go to the better roads. Eventually. Okay, we still get 12 gold in the Medina market. And apparently... Okay, we are having gold because it's getting imported over here, so... It is going. And we are making money by exporting the gold from there. And that's fine. That is what I want to do for now. But we should get way more trade value over there. And the only thing to get that, because we're going to create a colonial nation here, and we will lose the access to this market. So what we will have to do is tell the colony that we will take their we're going to take their trade. And that is this thing. Subject. And then divert trade. But they're gonna hate me when I do this. They lose minus 33 loyalty. And they are already only at 50%. We have no representation. I don't know what that is. There's not a lot we can do about it. Well, there's the opinion one. We can get 20 opinion. That is 58, 68, 73. We can have 73. And that's it, right now. There is no bonus for Diplo reputation, I think. Let's see if this number changes when I pay for the Diplo. It does. Oh, yes it does. Ooh, do I really have to spend money on Diplo? Well, there goes my economy. But eventually we will have to. Because then apparently we get Diplo reputation counting to the nations. Grove of Bergen attracts Boeren. More centralization, I love that. More crown power. Are you almost 50%? Yeah. Look at all the modifiers. Look at my crown power guide video if you want to see how to do this. But this is what you want. I'm gonna close this thing again. It's too much information. We have the power projection, that is good, because then we can build overseas buildings and then they work. That is the most important thing, I think, for that power projection value. Okay, and let's see what we're gonna do now. There were still some universities. Let's build these first. Not in this market, but everything I own. You, and then one more. Then we are fully universitied up. Is that a word? Well, I just created it. It was 300, so we need to wait one more month. And then that is going. And exploration is starting, good. Closer ties with the house of Ringelheim. You can marry, sure. That is all fine. Let's build this thing. I don't have enough money, we just lost a huge amount of money. The colony of Maguana. And we discovered, yeah, we will make you join Baracoa. And we get another town, another lumber mill, a clay pit for masonry. No, we get clay, lumber, and... how's it called again? That stuff. Masonry. That is what you need to build, so... The gold mines can employ more laborers and slaves. The gold mines? Is there gold over there? But you're gonna join this this colony 100%. Oh yes, there's gold over here. This is gonna be such a great nation. Jaguar Reef is discovered. Hey! Is Castile colonizing over here? The answer is... no. So we can start a colony over here. There's a huge amount of PJ salt. beeswax fish and the gems and the gold, guys, are over here. Oh, yes they are. So let's start a colony where we have a chance of getting a good harbor thing. Potiguara? Yeah, I think it's gonna be Potiguara. Yeah, I'm gonna start a colony in Potiguara. There we go. And yes, we're gonna send even more people to the colonies. At least I see plus 2,000 here, so I guess we are still growing in population. And we are still converting all the people to with the assimilate area, because we are the cultural hegemon, so it's still going. You are a cousin. Don't really care, and on the other hand, we do need to marry some of them. I guess I will. You need education. You are first cousin. You are good at admin. Let's increase your admin. And who is unhappy? The colony of Cape Verde. Why are you unhappy? Because we are taking your trade. I guess we can stop that one for now. We are not using this for a colonial stepping stone anymore. Let's cancel it. It's fine. And I guess I will change your name as well. How are you called on the area map? Yeah, it's Cape Verde in Dutch. Cape Verde. So I guess the name is already good. Cape Verde. Dutch Cape Verde. Yeah, we're gonna change your name to... Oh, it is already called Dutch Cape Verde, right? No, just Cape Verde. Just stay in line with the other colonies. And the same over here. Dutch Canary Islands. I can use the Dutch names. De Nederlandse Canarische Eilanden. But if I do that, then the name is so long. So let's not do that. Why is my income so bad? Taxing them almost completely. Trade income is good. Diplo income is good. Yes, we are sending money to our colonies. I guess the colonies are still very expensive. Well, not really. The navy is just so expensive. It's okay. They cost 0.6 per. Yeah, it's just... We are just spending a lot of money. And we are using, of course, money on this. This will go down. Then we make like 100 again. And apparently the silver is no longer working. No. So we're gonna cancel that one. I guess I'm gonna go and automate everything for now. In all my markets. Are we getting the silver? Not really. Let's just put that away. We are automating these ones, so we get a bit of gold. Niani is doing this. But yeah, we almost have no marketplaces there. We don't need this one anymore. I think they are getting their lumber fulfilled. We are exporting the gold, so we should really build more trade capacity there. Let's cancel this one as well. Okay. Now let the game just make their own trades. I'm not gonna micro the trades for now. Later on I will set something up, because that is what you can do. But for now, no. Income is so low, guys. Yikes. Not good. Estate enrichment. Yeah, the technologies are flying in. Prince released. Let me check the HRE screens. Maybe I can make the HRE less good or something. So there are a lot of things in the HRE that you can do. And one of the things is the laws, and you can just get centralization. We have an Holy Roman figurehead at the moment, and you can see if you're gonna go over this, it takes 2 episodes, so I'm not gonna do that, because that is not this run. I want to colonize, not play the HRE. And I can just not find anything to get out of the HRE. It's really bad, but there is something to get taxation. I can tax everyone and they give me money. I mean, can we just try this? I don't know how bad this is gonna be and what penalties are gonna be. I cannot click. Cannot click on the own vote to see what is happening. Okay, we have 200 points for treasury taxation. We have 187 votes. Because we have special status power, because we are, I guess, the HRE or something. Now the normal members have only 2. Now Bohemia is having 112. They still have to vote. So maybe we're gonna get a treasury thing. That would be great, right? Victor has reached the age of 16. I guess I will give you a marriage. It doesn't cost me any diplomats for some reason, so yeah. I'm just gonna marry my crown members when I get the message. The other ones I'm just not gonna click anymore. Because I don't want these pop-ups 2 times a month. But yeah, and we have 1 more university, right? There was 1 more. Yeah, this one. There we go. All the universities are getting built. There's not even a pop-up over here anymore. Okay, well, most of the countries are voting for the thing for now, so I think we're gonna get a treasury tax. I wonder if we can... And everyone has voted, and everyone voted in favor. If the Holy Roman Empire can open their own coffers to solve many issues, a financial buffer in the form of a proper treasury would allow the current and future emperors to better finance internal affairs in the Holy Roman Empire. Do I get this for free, or do I need to spend it on certain things? The gold is saved in the treasury of the Holy Roman Empire for the use of Imperial country interactions. Well, damn it. If I knew that, I would not click it. Oh, no. Well, that sucks. I was so ready to get more money. But this is going to be for special things, I guess. Well, rip. Let's build all the granaries, guys. We need more pops in Europe. We need them. How expensive are they? 42. Yeah, because the lumber is still expensive. What we really should do is fix our lumber problems. Especially in Antwerpen, I think. It won't show here, I guess. No, so the burghers are importing enough lumber. Oh, come on. Look. 28 is imported out of nowhere. Well, it's not out of nowhere. It will get imported from a market, but it is invisible for the player. Why they did that, I don't know. There's not a lot we can do. Because we have the full lumber production RGOs built. And then the only thing we can do is build buildings that make lumber. Now there are some good buildings though. And maybe we should just solve our lumber problem, because that is what you need all the time for building. So, and apparently Brussels is one of the best ones. Because we have 20 production efficiency, and that is why, I don't know, it's just very good here. Why is it 20? Capital economy, land of commerce. Yeah. Yes, the other ones are also having that percentage. Yeah, they all have it. It's just very close to the capital. These two, and that is why we make the most money in these ones. So I will build up the lumber in Brussels and Leuven. I can build them only in these highlighted areas. You can only build it where there are woods and stuff, so... I think we're gonna build up the lumber over here to fix this. Then the burghers can maybe import something else. Gonna build up these two completely, I think. Because they give lumber and they are profitable. And we take the taxes. Tillman is reaching 8 of 16, okay, that is done. And that's going to be the end for this video, after we have formed a new colonial subject. Hey, guess what happened? In Breukelen, we are going to start a new colonial subject. There they are. And I will also start colonizing here when I have the money. Because, yeah, it's called New Amsterdam there already, so that's good. Did they not create a new market? Why not? Why did they not create a new market this time? Sometimes they do, and then they don't. And I don't know why that is, but... I guess we'll find out later. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And take a look at YouTube membership. And I see you in the next video. Bye-bye.